Hey, we really had a lot of fun building our mini moto project. Remember, this thing was spawned from thinking that we could build a whole brand new bike out of catalog parts. And we did that. The Tuki paint really makes the thing. It's just outstanding. Remember, that's all paint. There's no wrap here. He did that by hand. The perfect complement, Junior's custom seat on top. And I gotta say, riding this thing almost kind of ruins the experience of riding a stock CT70. It's faster, it rides better, it handles better. It's just really bitchin'. And if you want to see it in person, we're bringing it to the Paradise Roadshow down in Austin, Texas. That's June 13th, Saturday. Hey, we're in Martinsburg, West Virginia at Color by Tuki with Travis Tuki Hess. He's the one that painted our really cool custom trail bike. We'll bring this thing down to Austin, Texas to go to the Paradise Roadshow, but we had to stop, let Tuki see what his work looks like with the bike all assembled, and he seems to love it. And I got a feeling that before it's all said and done, he's gonna be riding this thing, so.
Look at this thing. That's so cool. Look at that little guy.
Oh, wow.
That's super cool.
Man, that looks nice.
Man, that's wild. Yeah, we'll probably have to enter this too.
Thank you.
I think it's amazing.
Well, that's a brand new motor,
it's got
so
a
we
great
haven't
look.
Wrung it out, but I have no doubt.
Whoever wins it's gonna get a super trick little guy.
It's a 125 high compression, high
crazy.
lift. So it takes a lot to kick
crap.
this.
Yeah,
my
really.
my 252
It's like-
stroke is easy to kick compared
Serious?
to this thing. Oh yeah. Go ahead, give it a push.
Dude,
Right when you get on top.
I just want to feel what it's 10 to 1.
I don't know what the compression ratio is, but they say high compression and.
That little guy. This is what Gene we're gonna do to my Trail 50. Yeah, that thing worked out. I was pretty stoked on the paint, how it kind of all ties together. I wasn't. It's hard to do without having the frame, knowing exactly.
When we initially assembled it,
I signed it under there and it stayed. I didn't know how. And then I wanted to do a little throwback to the Honda with the CT70,
incredible.
just but kind of
absolutely
more
awesome.
race car lettering.
Yeah, so cool.
Just to give it the nod to the original, because I know it said Trail 70 and all the warnings, right, or something.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get something on there.
You got some gold leaf in there, right?
Yeah, that's the variegated leaf for the little sticker look. Yeah, this little guy's great. You could kind of picture that gold being a factory color, because you got the weird greens and
The candies that they were
and
doing,
the candies, and they're all real candies. Like a Trail 50, the blue is almost identical to this Oriental blue, so it's really cool.
Designed for a heel toe shifter.
Rowdy little guy.
He's right in it.
You can tell a rider instantly.
This thing's badass. Dude, it's so sick. It's a funny thing. Dude, this little guy rips. It's hilarious. Probably the fastest Trail 70 in the country. I was going 39, and I wasn't even full throttle. I was just running through the gears. What a funny little guy. You can get in trouble on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. You know, I didn't have a Trail 70, but I've had a Trail 50 since I was, I think 5. That was my first bike. So, but mine, when I was like, said 5 or so, and I got pictures of it with it, Dad put painted mine all blue and put blue ghost flames. So now I'm gonna do an updated version, but just tweak it, you know, and then restore the one I have. But yeah, they're great. See, that thing rolls. Yeah, it's not all show and no go. It'd have been kind of lame to do a stock 70.
Oh, it would have been. Yeah.
It would have been like, oh man.
Well, initially.
Now the guy gets on it and you're almost a little, not scared, but you're like, whoa, I gotta make sure this thing doesn't get out from under me.
So we're on our way to Austin to the Paradise Road Show, and we had to stop off at Coker Tire because we're passing through Tennessee. We figured we got Coker Tires on the bike, let's stop by and see the folks. They're checking out the bike, we're getting some photos, doing a little meet and greet, and we're just gonna see what there is to see here. I think we're gonna get to tour their museum next door. They've got a lot of cool old stuff in there.
Just in case you couldn't figure it out, I'm actually in my dream shop right now. Take a look around.
So Bill Harrah of Harrah's Casinos had a really well-known car collection. Some of it is still in Las Vegas. And evidently he owned these blueprints to the Oldsmobile tour bout at one time. And then, according to the sign, then they went to the Nethercutt collection in California, also a very well-known car collection. And now Corky's got them here to help these guys restore that 1911 Oldsmobile. Hey, we're here in Chattanooga inside the Coker Museum with Houston Gibson from Coker. And we're looking at all the cool stuff here that Corky Coker has amassed over the years. Of course, we showed up not long before these folks were getting ready to leave on the Great Race. Of course, Hemmings, longtime title sponsor of the Great Race. We probably should have known that that was going to be on your mind when we pulled into town. So tell us what you got going on this year for the Great Race.
Absolutely. We're getting the trucks loaded at this point. So for this year, we are doing Route 66, and that's for the Centennial. This is the 100th anniversary of Route 66 and the 250th of America, and actually the 40th running of the Great Race. Wow. And so we've got all the anniversaries going on. We've got a full crowd of folks. I've got a little over 140 cars that are coming to be a part of it. We're going to start in Springfield, Illinois, and we're going to make our way over 9 days and 2,300 miles to Pasadena, California, finishing up there on June the 28th there in front of City Hall, which is an incredible architecture there.
So the Great Race, for those who don't know, it's a tour that changes route every year. Old-timey cars, they've moved the year up. I think it's up to
Well, so we do 1974 and older.
Okay.
And so there's a large competitive element to it where it's a time, speed, endurance rally. So basically what you're going to do is receive a packet of instructions every morning. You're going to have a driver and a navigator, and the navigator's going to go through and mark up all of these details, and then they're going to basically just give that driver instruction by instruction, how fast to drive, how long to hold it, all that kind of stuff for the entire route of it. We have secret checkpoints, and you don't know where they're going to be. And so you're just having to stay on time consistently for the entire, you get your arrival on 000, you get an ACE decal, which is very highly coveted among the Great Racer folks. And so we do have a long-standing relationship with Hemmings, which has been incredible. We've actually got here behind us is what we call the Schaefer 8, which is actually still decaled up here with all of the stuff from doing the Great Race over the years. The official pace car is the last position it really held out there. Mr. Corky Coker drove it on many great races. Him and his son Cameron competed in this quite a few times across the country. So it's got a lot of great history, just like we have with Hemmings.
Yeah, this event is really, it's a big deal, and every town it comes into, it becomes a huge thing wherever it goes. I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of good times this year. We're not going to be there. Hemmings will be there, but our little crew will not be here.
Yeah, we've got some good Hemmings friends coming, so we're excited about that. So we actually have 17 different city partners. So everybody's getting ready for us.
All right,
it's going to be a good one.
Well, good luck to you guys this year. Thanks for making some time to let us in here, this incredible collection. We would like to hang out for a few more hours, but we got to get on the road. You guys got a lot of stuff to do. So thanks again, man.
Great to meet you, Terry. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, our mini moto project came together even better than we expected. Remember, we started this thing because we noticed that catalogs had so many parts for these, we thought we could build a whole new bike out of parts, and we did. The Tuki paint is outstanding. That really kind of makes it. Junior's custom seat is awesome, the perfect complement for the bike. And I gotta say, we didn't have a lot of time to put this thing together. Junior got it worked out, it's running great, and it almost ruined the experience of riding a stock CT70. Not only is it fast, but it just rides really well. The 12-inch wheels and the upgraded forks, the whole bit, it just works really well. Even the drag pipe that we selected because it looked cool, sounds cool. The bike is awesome. We don't want to get rid of it. Unfortunately, we committed to doing a giveaway project, so it could be yours. Go to hemmings.com/staygold to get entry details and enter to win this thing. If you want to see it in person, we're going to be taking it to the Paradise Road Show in Austin, Texas. We'll have the bike there for the whole show, and then we'll be bringing it back to Hemmings. You can see it online, and you could win this thing if we don't hide it first. We're outside of Birmingham, Alabama now, and we're on Barber Motorsports Park in front of the Barber Motorsports Museum. Now, this place is really known to be amazing. And we brought our Honda out because, well, we figured they might be interested in checking out our two-wheeled creation. We wanted to bring it into the museum. They were a little less than enthusiastic about that. So we're gonna head inside, see all the things here, and I got a feeling we're gonna spend quite a bit of time here. But we'll be back on the road in a little while. Now, I haven't been here before. You have.
Yes.
You've told me it's amazing. I can already see that's the case. I've seen photos. There's a ton of stuff here. They recommend you go to the top floor and work your way down, so that's what we're gonna do. We're working our way up this spiral, and then we gotta get on an elevator. So we'll see what we find.
Basically, this is a display for Eric Buell. The display's changed a little bit from when I was here a few years ago, but they used to have it was the other way, and it was kind of the progression of how he built the bikes over time. So they have a lot of his early designs and works here, which is really, really neat to see. So you can see it's still got the whole same bottom end. They blocked off the rear cylinder and just used the one. So it was a great entry-level bike. When they came out, they got a lot of backlash, you know, because for an intermediate or an entry-level bike, they were kind of heavy. You know, why didn't you fit the twin in it? Well, you can see if you had the rear cylinder, your seat height would have to be higher.
Yep.
But over time, people kind of discovered, well, actually, this thing's a blast. Right? That's the first thing I said when I saw one. I had no idea.
Got it. Right.
So this is the early, is it a bicycle, is it a motorcycle?
Got it.
They didn't know any better.
Yeah.
You know, this was all groundbreaking early stuff. a shame they didn't work more with Buell. And then, of course, you have the bike, which I'm very fond of, the early 1000 Goldwings, which coined the term power cruiser.
We knew there'd be one here.
Looking at some video footage of the old board track racing back in the early teens. If you've never looked into it or seen documentaries, I highly suggest looking into old board track racing. These guys, they were not afraid of anything. These bikes had no brakes on them. A lot of them had no throttles. They were just a kill ignition. So when they wanted to slow down, they would kill the ignition. If you wanted to stop, a lot of times you'd have to go halfway around the track before you could even stop. And there was a lot of deaths when it came to board track racing. Bikes would go off into the crowds, there'd be huge crashes. These guys were some of the bravest people in racing back in the day.
So even though this is primarily a motorcycle museum, as you can see, there's a lot of racing car stuff here too. One that caught my eye was this John Player Special, and that's because this black and gold paint scheme is said to have inspired designers at GM to build a Trans Am show car in 1974 that was black with gold details. That in turn turned into the 76th anniversary TA, and then of course Smokey and the Bandit made the black and gold special edition famous. But this is where it started. There was a whole series of these John Player Special sponsored cars. And there it is, black and gold. I think this is, they're showing how the Austin 7 was turned by Chapman and Lotus into the Super 7 sports car, which is still being produced today. So Austin 7 was kind of a people's car in England, and he just kept stripping it down like a hot rodder would to make it more sporting, and it just kept getting more stripped down and more streamlined, and eventually you get into the Super 7s that are pretty iconic today. And again, Caterham, I believe, still building these today. This is an AC Ace, a British-built sports car, and this is the car that Carroll Shelby took and put a Ford V8 in to create the original Cobra. And AC continued building the bodies, I believe, and over in America, Shelby put their stuff in it to make the cars that are now so super valuable and legendary. But this is the car that Carroll Shelby saw that got him thinking.
Well, Harley-Davidson sold the manufacturing rights in tooling to Ricoh in Japan. Yeah, that's Japanese.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Well, we made it to Austin, Texas. We're here on Congress Street at the Austin Motel for the Paradise Road Show. This is a really cool motorcycle and car show, and it's a scene. We got our booth set up by the pool with our giveaway Honda. We got 2 more Hondas up in the back and another booth. And our custom Trail 70 has been a big hit at the show. Remember, we built this thing entirely with brand new parts from Bart Moto Co. Then we sent it up to Tuki in West Virginia for his custom paint treatment. Junior finished it off with a custom seat. And everybody seems to be picking up on our custom mini chopper vibe here. Remember also, you can win this thing. Go to hemmings.com/staygold. Meanwhile, we're gonna walk around, talk to some people, see what's going on here, and check out some of the cars and bikes that showed up. So we're walking around the pool, checking out the bikes. We're with Blake Hudson. He's got a really bitchin' chopper here. Blake, tell me about this thing. It's a panhead. That's as far as I can get looking at it. Tell me about, what'd you start with to get this build going?
So I started with a little bit more than a basket case, but a much heavy assembly required on aftermarket V-Twin USA made repop frame HD drivetrain. It started as a 66 top end, 60 bottom end, 46 trans, and so I just pieced it together, spray painted it, rode it that way for 2 years. 2 years into that, got the motor rebuilt, so then rode it similar to this iteration, the green. That's when I did all the paint and body work. First time raking and windowing, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll just figure it out. All the molding, all the paint, lacing new wheels for it, rebuilt transmission, rode it as a pan shovel configuration for 2 more years.
Okay.
And then through a series of trades, ended up with a year matching 60 top end.
Cool.
I swapped top ends, and so now you got a 60 motor, 46 trans. But I really get to step back from this thing, and I love looking at it. This morning I parked it and got a good, nice shot from the sun and the sign, and I am still obsessed with looking at it. I think the whole thing, top to bottom. And honestly, part of it is my dad built a panhead chopper in the 80s, and there's Polaroids, and if you have this bike side by side, you're like, oh, that's the stance.
Okay.
And it's just always lived that way in my mind, and if I ever build another bike, it's gonna look much like it. Yeah, a lot of firsts over a bunch of years.
Yeah. Okay, we're here talking with Audrey Law. She's the one behind the Paradise Roadshow. Audrey, tell me how you even got started doing this.
Okay, so the show's been around for over 10 years now. I started doing it in Palm Springs, and I've had partners in the past for the show, and one of my past partners, she just kind of had an idea of doing a car and motorcycle event, and we were on a motorcycle trip in Europe, and she's like, I want to do this, this, and that, and she kind of brought me in to kind of narrow it down. Oh my gosh. To narrow it down and kind of hone it in and turn it into what it is now. And I do own the show by myself now. But that's kind of how it got started, just kind of on a whim on a motorcycle trip. I also did it in Nashville as well, and I had it there for several years. This year is the first year in Austin. I kind of just was wanting to explore new cities, and I found Austin Motel. I was suggested it by somebody, and I was like, wow, this is the perfect next venue. And I think Austin's a great city. It has cool car culture, cool motorcycle culture, and just kind of seemed like a very natural next step.
We're walking around checking out cars now with Matty McClelland and his really cool hot rod. Now, not only is this thing cool, but it looks like the car that I kind of wanted to build for myself.
Nice.
Back when I was the editor of Rod and Custom.
Yeah.
So if I'm seeing this correctly, it looks like 3031 A Coupe.
That's right.
on deuce rails.
Yep.
Looks like you've taken at least 3 inches, maybe 3.5.
Oh, more than that. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
9-inch chop.
Oh, 9 inches.
9
out of-
inches,
oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, the stock windshield's 13 and 3/8. It's coming in at 4 and 3/8. So this,
Wow, okay.
it is, it's a
guess
true dollar bill chop. So back in the day, they'd holler at you and say, that's a dollar, that looks like a dollar bill. If you put a dollar bill right here in the
okay.
corner, it actually measures out exactly to a dollar bill.
That's the gauge.
So it's called a dollar bill chop,
Okay.
yeah. Under the hood is a 1957 Olds Rocket 88
Oh, very cool.
with a tri-power setup. And it's kind of messy right now. All original. It's the big motor with the original old school Rochesters. This is the first time Rochester partnered with Olds in making this setup for these guys. And I lucked out and was able to get the carburetors that are the early models that don't have the stamp on the bowl, so it's kind of neat.
That's very cool. What transmission do you run it at?
It's an Olds 3-speed top loader, 51. They only made it a couple years. It's real obscure, but needs a rebuild. It's popping out a second. So.
Okay, that's all right, but you can still drive it, right?
Yeah, I drive the balls off this thing, man. I tell guys all the time, it's a piece of furniture if it sits in the garage, you know? So they're made to be driven. People love seeing them. I just love bringing them out, and the more miles we can put on them, the better. So.
Well, it looks awesome, man. This looks
Thank
like
you so
something
much.
I would have wanted to wind up with. Thanks
Good.
a lot for talking to us.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm gonna keep walking around and see what else is here. All right, we're walking around in the upper lot here, and we saw this really cool truck. It's owned by Demetrius Angieski, and he tilted the hood up, and there was a Hellcat before us. So how did this whole thing come together?
Started her life out in a good old Texas field, and then I got my hands on her with a buddy of mine, Clayton, and we took the old 318 out of her, and independent front and rear suspension, Hellcat red eye, injectors, upper and lower pulley.
What's the frame? Is it still the Dodge truck frame, or did you?
No, it's full chassis that I built on
wow.
here. So
Okay.
if you look in here, it's got the full roll cage all throughout here.
Very cool. So I see your cars there, Black Alchemy. Is that your shop?
Yeah,
or-
Black Alchemy, we're out of Liberty Hill, Texas.
Okay.
We do chassis, we do resto mods and body swaps, and turbo kits, exhaust, you name it, roll cages.
Okay. Well, this thing is really cool.
Thank you,
And
thank
had
you.
no idea when I saw you roll in earlier that you had a Hellcat under the hood. But
Oh yeah, both of them do.
everything
Put it in
underneath this is TRX.
Everything underneath it is
Wow.
TRX.
Now, finding these four-door Dodges is pretty tough, right? They didn't make a lot of these, did they?
They did not make a lot of them. This is an old Air Force truck, power wagon.
And the patina is Texas perfect.
Patina is Texas perfect, as beautiful as you can get her.
If you want to learn more about the Paradise Roadshow, go to paradiseroadshow.com. In the meantime, keep an eye on our socials at Hemmings. We're going to be hitting the road soon to get back up to Vermont. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.